Yeah, good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the equity market updation program. First, we are looking into Nifty. This is a Nifty daily chart. In this Nifty daily chart, you can see here there is a formation of top one and there is a formation of top two. So there are two tops, which we call the double top formation. We'll have to be very careful if the price breaks 14,250. So currently, when you look into the scenario, this is 14,700 and here this is 14,250. Okay, there are about 550 points weakness is expected if 14,250 is broken. So in this scenario, if it falls here, okay, this is yeah 350 points. Okay, 450 points you can say. Okay, 450 points minus 450. That's a 450 point fall likely to happen as per this double top pattern. If this 250 is broken, then it can go towards 13,800. This could be the target for this pattern. So you should look into how far this could happen, and if that happens, may happen very quickly. It may not give you much of a time. Okay, it may not give you much of a time to think over to make an exit. So it may happen in a very shortest time possible. Okay, so in this situation, of course, so this 13,800 is the exactly the support area for us in general. We hope this is the area it can take the support. So this is the supporting area. If it comes here, then there could be a bounce. If the price falls up to this level, then from here it can start moving up. This is the general expectation. If the price is broken 14,250, from here it may start rebound. Okay, so this is the scenario for the Indian market, especially Nifty. This is Futures Nifty. So I've given you the broader picture on how to go about. Okay, so every week we analyze in such a way that how you can take your positions in the coming week, have a big picture. As well, I go a little closer to understand how the market ended today and how you can plan for your future activities. So the way it has fallen, you can see here the steep fall from the morning, then drifting, and finally it is very close. The closing is very close to the low of the day. There is a very strong resistance being formed at this level. So now we are looking into this market a little more close now. 14,000. This is 14,345 is the immediate support level. This is the immediate support level. Okay, if this is taken out, then there is a possibility price tend to fall. If this is taken out, price tend to fall very steeply. Okay, so now let us look into. Okay, this is the support level. I'll bring it back. Okay, so we are back with this big picture and how to plan for the next week trading. So I'm just moving on to the next week trading plan. You can see here there are two lines I have drawn: important support and resistance. One is that 14,345 is the support level, This should give a support. If this is broken, then the fall can be slowly from here another 100 points in the first place. Then if this is broken, that could be 450 points fall. Okay, so how we can trade on Monday? As I was just explaining you, there is a resistance at 30,440. Sorry, 14,440. This is also an important area where we should look into price to get resisted. So this is the support and this is the resistance. For a big picture, I've given it. So we expect the price to go up to this level, and then it may retreat from 14,440 levels. So since the way it ended up, unless otherwise there is a global market or any other weakness comes in, the market may rebound partly. Is we call it a pullback for the fall. It has already took place. That could be a pullback rally. It can slightly take it to 100 points up, maybe 50% of what we have lost today. So this is the scenario for next week. You can have an idea about how the market may move in the next week. Right. I will save this also. We will discuss these points. This is our closer view. Even we may go a little closer also. Let me also go a little closer and I'll explain you. This double top pattern, what we have now discussed, also is going to play a crucial role. So let us also make a note and let us watch this when thing happens. Budget is around the corner, and all these things are very much possible. Okay, now even if I want to go a little closer to take a call for Monday, but still I'm finding it that this 14,440 looks the reasonably strong resistance area. Even the price tend to move up. The price may tend to move from here towards 14,440. The immediate resistance level is 14,395. This is the immediate resistance. So if this resistance is broken 395, that could be a 45 points to 50 points a rally from these levels, then it can get retreated. So you can also look into these two important area, support and resistance for intraday basis. Okay, so first I gave a big picture, which is on swing basis. Now what I discuss with you is for intraday basis. Both these levels are very important for us. Okay, this is the Nifty. So let me go to the Nifty Bank. I'm going to the indices. First, I'll take Nifty Bank. Today, you could see that Nifty made a very steep fall. Very steep fall means it's already broke this immediate support. Nifty is yet to break the immediate support, but the Bank Nifty already broke. You can see here Bank Nifty was suffering. It could not move above these levels. No, it was moving sideways for last no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. It could not make a breakthrough on the upside. So finally, the markets are turned towards the seller side, and market became now weaker because our Bank Nifty or Nifty Bank also become very weak. So this is the scenario where Nifty Bank broke on the downside and falling very steeply. Okay, so now today's fall alone, if you look into, you could see how Nifty was dragged by banks mainly from the morning. When you looked into the behavior from the morning, you could see here there was a gap down and broke the support and start falling. It was one side for all along, but that could be always a pullback rally next week, but that could be short-lived in general. Okay, so let me go to next sector, auto. So auto sectors are really in the morning was ruling the market and going very steady. and it was holding the market tight. All that happened because of uh, auto sectors. So whatever the gain it made in the morning, almost majority of this gain it lost because of the overall market weakness. Now, automobile sector, overall if you look into the weekend candle, this is a shooting star. So the weekend candle is a shooting star that shows the weakness of the bulls in general. But we need a confirmation. We'll wait for next week to have a confirmation. Let me also look into this weekly candle. How does it look? But on weekly basis, still it is stronger. On daily basis, we have found there is a weakness. There could be a kind of a fall up to this level, and from here it may bounce back. Then we look into next sector, FMCG. So FMCG actually, when you look into, there is a wedge kind of a formation. I will just explain now and then, but it is holding sideways till now. This is sideways till now. This is sideways. So we'll have to wait whether it is able to break this sideways movement. This sideways is currently no, moving for almost last say about 2 weeks. More than 2 weeks, it is moving in sideways. So Nifty broke on the downside. Nifty broke on the downside. Similarly, we should look for whether FMCG will follow through. If that happens, that there could be a drastic fall from both. Yeah, so, yeah, we will look into Gopi. So there should be a drastic fall from FMCG sector also because longer it is in sideway, faster it is on the breakout or breakdown. So we are looking for a follow through of Nifty. Then we go to healthcare, that is pharma. So pharma was not just weak today; it is weak for last say about 1.5 week. So already it broke the support level, start falling continuously, making falling, and again pull back, again falling. So the pharma sector, which is supposed to be a strong sector, of course it is a strong sector. If you look into the history, it moved from somewhere. That means the kind of a move it gave no, from the period of no, March 20 from here, it almost doubled. Okay, more than that. So for that move, when you look into this weekly chart, on weekly basis, when you look into, it turned down, but we are yet to conclude this is a trend reversal. We are yet to conclude it is a trend reversal. It has to no, break this trend line, call it is a trend reversal. Okay, so pharma is on the fall, no doubt. On weekly basis, also a big red color candle showing a lot of weakness. Then we go to IT sector, Nifty IT. So Nifty IT, when you looked into Nifty IT, this is, as I was telling you, it was up by 80% in the 2020 and 2021. But for this move, if you look into 12% went up, then it is looking very strong. It is strong in the momentum. Even today also, when you look into when every sector was in red, and this is the only sector which you could see showing a green color candle. But one thing you should remember, when there is a sector rotation by FIs, and the IT also fall under this, there will be a heavy profit booking could take place. That means it can also from here move by 15 to 20% in one stroke, so that no in a short while, short period, uh, that may push all the recent entries in the market a little away. But the profit booking may happen anytime. So that's what the indication is here. This is a lower top formation. This bottom is crucial as far as we are concerned. If this bottom is broken, then you could see a big fall. Next fall could be very, very substantial. Finally, we are looking into metal, another dragger for the day. So metal sector, which is similar to banking sector, but compared with the banking sector was breaking down from sideways movement. But here you could see that there is a lower top formation and bottom is broken. Metal is looking for a bigger fall for the days to come. Okay, so metal is looking for a bigger fall for days to come. That we should keep in our mind. Okay, so goodwill, those of the name goodwill, you can put your name so that I can address you. Somebody in the name of goodwill raised your hand. You can ask me a question through mic, no problem. Okay, so now this is the metal. Let me look into the weekly candle of metal. Yes, this is a strong reversal. That is that is there, but at the same time, uh, these are weekly candles. At the same time, we have to see this support is taken care. This support is taken care. If this support is intact, then from here, uh, price may start rising. On daily basis, there is a strong fall. On weekly basis, of course, it made a like a evening star formation, and we are looking for confirmation. That's a very crucial point for metal. Yeah, good evening, Karur team. Welcome. Yeah, any questions you can ask me. You raise the hand. Okay, so this is metal. Metal on daily scenario, strong weaknesses emerged. But when you look into the weekly scenario, yes, there is a bottom where it could rebound from there. So that area I marked it here. So next week there will be a fight between bulls and bears, and this is the fighting zone for the market, particularly metal sector. Yeah, good evening, Ramesh. Welcome. Okay, so finally we'll see India VIX, how the India VIX index works. Now, India VIX actually the volatility part, if looked into today from 18 to 23, of course there is a big volatility and market was really in doldrum in the sense when volatility index was going up, market is falling. So if you look into overall behavior today, it moved up, made a higher bottom. But Nifty actually went down and also steeply. One of the factors now, if you look into the trading environment, you can see here um, this particular index is indicating a negative correlation with the Nifty. Okay, just for information, I'm just explaining this, and we will keep tracking it every week. When Nifty was making, every day new high, you could see the volatility index was on the fall, and last 2 days it was moving up. So this is what we call as a negatively correlated relationship. Okay, so these are the sectoral view of major sectors being traded in India. Now we discussed about global market, we discuss about the our domestic indices. Also, we discuss in detail about the current scenario of each sector. Okay, so these sectors' performance we will again follow next week based on this week analysis. So now today it closed at 1.48% down Nifty and closed at 14,374, and this is Sensex down by 48, 746 points, down 48,876. Okay, so this is the scenario and compare with almost the previous weeks, and it has come down to the same level. Okay, it has came where it started going up, and it came back to the same level. Okay, this is just for information after couple of weeks. Okay, so all other indices I was just showing you. Nifty Bank is down by 3.17%. It's the biggest loser comparatively when Nifty is down by only 1.5%. So only the sector which is green, Nifty IT, is partly up, marginally up. So other indices like no mid cap and small cap. So mid cap is also down by minus 1.19%. The broad market is also down by minus 1.34%. Okay, this is to have an idea. I've given you the overall indices, including India VIX.